What's up YouTube, Galladite 74 here, bringing you this week's Mega Evolution. It's a day late, but that's okay. I'm doing a lot of changes with my computer, so delays will be expected on the channel for some uploads, and this so happened to be one of them. I might try out a new editing program soon, but we're going to see how that goes. But today we're going to be going over Mega Metagross. Mega Metagross is an excellent Pokemon. It's one of the best Megas in the game, in my opinion, and just in general, kind of is actually. If you use it right, Metagross is a great Pokemon in general. Just regular Metagross is really good. In the anime, it looks really cool, and I just like how it's like it's the robot of Pokemon. I know there's a couple other Pokemon like that, but Metagross is the one I always think of when I think of robotic-like creatures in Pokemon. Metagross is what I think about, and its evolutionary line. So we're gonna get right into it. First, we're gonna look at its typing. It's a Steel and Psychic typing, which was pretty good until 6th gen, when now Ghost and Dark is super effective on it, which kind of sucks, but it's usually can be worked around. It's also weak to Fire and Ground, which is always common, and it's got a lot of resistances. Being a lot on the screen, it's pretty good, I'd say. It's 4 times resistant to Psychic, so no Psychic type will ever take it down. And it's got an immunity to Poison too, so you can use that to switch into a lot. Since Metagross is very bulky as well, it can definitely take some hits as well. Even if it's neutral, there's not many neutral hits it does have, but if it does get hit by a neutral hit type move, it can take it pretty well, and it can dish out a hard move back. Looking at its stats now, its base stats just in general are really good. You can run regular Metagross and get much success out of it. With a huge 135 attack and 130 defense, you're on the physical side, you are just set. And it's got 95 special attack too, which isn't as good as its attack obviously, but it can definitely do some work. It does get a couple of special moves. And its speed's kind of lacking with 70, but that's okay. It's got 90 special defense too, so we might be able to take a hit down that lane as well. But when it Mega Evolves, it's just amazing. Like, it gets that speed it was lacking. That's the main thing it was lacking. It gets 10 in attack and special attack, and it gains 20 in both defenses, and 40 in the speed, which, like I said, speed, huge gain after it Mega Evolves. It's amazing. And now its lowest stat is HP, and usually that's not that big of a deal. Even 80 HP isn't that bad. It's like 105 special attack. You could use that if you want, but the 145 attack is what we're mainly going to be looking at. It gets a lot of coverage moves like that as well, and it's a defensive wall if you wanted to make it. It gets Iron Defense. That thing will not die if you give it Iron Defense on the physical side at least. Now I'm going to go and look what we do for my moves. It's Mega Metagross. Its ability is Tough Claws when it Mega Evolves, and it's really good. It's really useful ability, being that almost all of these moves are boosted by Tough Claws. Its items, its Metagross site, its Mega Stone. The moves I run are Meteor Mash, Zen Headbutt, Bullet Punch, and Earthquake. Unless you're a Skarmory, not many Pokemon are really going to be living some of these attacks. Excuse me. I run Bullet Punch for priority, because I know the first turn, since you're slow, and if you're trying to revenge kill something, Bullet Punch is always the best option. Meteor Mash and Zen Headbutt for stab, and it's going to be doing a load of damage. And Earthquake is for them steel types, because they're not really going to be taking much hits. So Earthquake will be super effective. It doesn't get the Tough Claws boost, but that's quite fine, because the other 3 moves do get the Tough Claws boost. And Zen Headbutt has a chance to flinch. Meteor Mash, you can raise your attack, low chance, and Bullet Punch priority. So there's always an advantage to every move I'm using. 252 attack EVs, and I actually put him in HP. I know speed would be kind of good in this situation, since it's got 110 speed. But since I got over the 100 realm, even the 105 realm, I decided just to go with the hit point, try to survive as many hits as I can. I didn't want to invest in defense because I want to be bulky on either side, but run the EVs the way you want. I always run attack EVs on Metagross, but the other EVs you can mess around a little bit with. Other moves it gets, you can set up with Home Claws, and Protect is always a good option for every Pokemon basically. Tough Claws boosted, you can get the Ice Punch and Thunder Punch, as well as Power Up Punch. That's a pretty good move to have if you want to boost your attack, guaranteed it. And Kick It Impact as well, that'll destroy. If you want to have a little bit of a bulkier side, you can have a Stealth Rock as well. It gets other coverage moves, I'm pretty sure. And it gets Rock Polish if you want to just straight up sweep the entire team. It gets, like I said, it gets moves like Reflect as well and other things that can make it a supportive Mega. It's not the best for supportive since it's your only Mega, but it could be used very significantly, definitely. And it also gets Explosion, so if it's really low on health, you can just go boom. Other facts about Metagross: it's the Iron Leg Pokemon. It was introduced in the 3rd generation, Hoenn. Metagross is owned by Steven, the champion of Hoenn. and that's pretty interesting. And that's why in 6th gen Oras he got Mega, because Steven had a Mega Metagross. Pretty good. Its moveset was almost the same except for Giga Impact on Earthquake, which is walled by Steel types. That's why how I beat the champion usually. It's one of 7 Cyto legendaries, others being Dragonite, Tyranitar, Salamence, Garchomp, Hydreigon, and Goodra. Its other abilities are Clear Body and Light Metal, which are alright, but like every video I say, we only concentrate on the Mega really. It's the only Cyto to not have a Dragon type move. Very interesting. Almost all the Cyto legendaries are Dragon types, except for Metagross and Tyranitar. However, Tyranitar does get Dragon Claw and D-Dance, so Metagross is not left with any Dragon type moves. I am kind of shocked it doesn't get Dragon Claw, because it does kind of look like it would, but it doesn't. So I thought that was a little interesting back. And its Mega has 5 of 6 stats over 100 base in any stat, which is really impressive in my opinion. It's huge for that. It really it has all the base stats you need. It can take almost every hit, and I'm not sure how many Pokemon get this feature. I know a lot of legendaries do, but for a Pokemon that's not a legendary, that's pretty impressive, I have to say. And now I'm gonna do these battles. Getting into the first battle, this was a pretty good battle, I'd say. Kind of came down to the wire at the end, but I'm gonna lead off with my Unpheasant. Yeah, I'm using Unpheasant. Not the most popular regional bird, but I like to use it. It's pretty fun to use with the Super Luck ability. But I ended up having a terrible lead here. I do carry U-turn, and Pheasant's somewhat, it's not fast, but it's got great attack stats, seeing U-turn did that much damage considering it's a Tyranitar. But I'm going to switch out there, get the heck out of there. I'm going to set a Metagross already here. I kind of misused Metagross, I think, in this battle. If not, it was definitely the other battle. I haven't actually seen these battles in a little bit. So Stealth Rock, they're going to set up, which is quite fine with me. I'm going to Mega Evolve here, and try to get as much damage as I can. See that EDA, by the way, HP stat 186, pretty high HP. I don't have an IV investment, but it uses Pursuit actually, expecting a switch. Good thing I didn't switch, or that would have been massive damage. I am going for the Meteor Mash here. I'm going to be able to take Tyranitar out already, which is pretty good, I'd say. Get big Tyranitar out of the way. That's a big threat, I'd say. I mean, I could have switched in my Vaporeon and just easily not one-shot it, but taking it down. But they actually have Excadrill as well. And I actually was thinking at the time, I was like, why is Excadrill out faster than me? It's got the Sand Rush ability, and I flinched, of course, because I actually carry Earthquake on the Metagross, like I said earlier, and I was going to use it, and I completely forgot about Sand Rush. That's the only reason why I misused Metagross in this matchup. But if I remembered that, I would have been able to easily take out, Excadrill. So I'm going to send out Vaporeon. I know I'm going to go for Scald to just do as much damage. They're going to set up a Swords Dance, and I was praying to Lord Arceus that Scald was going to burn this Excadrill. If it wasn't, I was basically going to get swept, and I didn't kill, and of course I didn't get the burn. The Sandstorm did subside, which is good, considering that now it's not as fast. However, Excadrill is going to go for the Earthquake. Knowing that how bulky Vaporeon is, it just takes the hit, barely, and I end up getting Scald off somehow and take out Excadrill. I was really shocked that I was actually able to take out Excadrill. A critical hit now, of course that didn't really matter. And so their final Pokemon is actually I'm going to get Leftover Recovery first. So I took out the 2 Pokemon. I still have Unpheasant in the back, however their last Pokemon is Latias, which is kind of a problem considering how fast Latias is. That's Unpheasant's downside. It's not that Unpheasant's slow, it's just Pokemon that outspeed it are basically the death of it. And I know Vaporeon's on too low of health, and I'm going to get taken out here with Psychic. And Pleasant's not bulky at all, so I'm actually I just lost the battle, basically. But unless for some reason I live a hit, I do have Night Slash, because, like I said, Super Luck. I don't have the item that makes it more chance of critical hit. I forget what the item's called at the moment, but the Night Slash is high critical hit ratio, but it actually uses Draco Meteor. So yeah, I definitely wasn't going to let that. So that was the first battle. I think it was a pretty good battle, I'd say. Yeah, that's all. That's really all I have to say about it. Getting into the second battle, this battle was a little interesting, I'd say. I didn't really use some of the Pokemon. I forget which one. I don't think I used a Vaporeon in this battle very much, but that's fine. I really wanted to loot just for this part. So we have a Primal Groudon, of course. Why wouldn't we? And it's really Groudon is really bulky on the defensive side compared to the special side. So I was just kind of YOLOing it at the moment because I didn't want to switch in Metagross because ground or fire type moves destroy it. So I'm gonna go for the Sky Attack. I do have Power Herb, however. That was my item on the Unpheasant. And Sky Attack's a great attack if it's used right. Like I've already have a high crit ratio now, and it has a chance to flinch, which is even better. And it just does over half, and I actually do get the flinch. So they actually switch out here, which was really bad because I really wanted to get an Unpheasant kill on the Growling because I'm actually carrying a Giga Impact, as you'll see in a second. They send out Gengar, however, so it will resist it. Yeah, there's Giga Impact. Oh man, if that hit, that would have been the death of Groudon, then that would have been the best kill ever. But it's going to be a Mega Gengar, of course it is. I'm carrying Night Slash like I just said a couple seconds ago, and I'm actually faster than Gengar. So Night Slash connects and it just misses out on the kill. That's Thunder outside. But anyway, Gengar's going to use Hypnosis on the Unpheasant. I'm going to be put to sleep. And I actually forgot that it had Shadow Tag, so I was actually planning on switching out, but of course I didn't. I actually still am faster. I was hoping it didn't have a Dream Eater, and it didn't. It actually went for Psychic, which is fine with me. Not Stab. And I'm actually do live it. And I'm still asleep the second time. I was planning for that first turn wake up, but I didn't get it. And Psychic's gonna knock out the Unpheasant, but that's fine. I thought Unpheasant did enough for a critical hit. That didn't matter. Unpheasant took down Gengar to nearly dead, and Groudon's almost out. So since I have Bullet Punch on its Metagross, I know I can take it out. I don't want to be put to sleep anymore, and Vaporeon's really slow, so I didn't want to deal with that. And Priority is really good on the team. Definitely have to say that. So I'm gonna Bullet Punch our way in Groudon, and then it's Groudon on Gengar. It's gonna go down. They're probably gonna send in Groudon, not expecting an Earthquake, because not too many. I mean, it's a somewhat common move on Metagross, but not every Metagross has Earthquake. Like unlike where every Metagross either has Meteor Mash or Bullet Punch. I've seen. Not all of them have Earthquake. So yeah, this is gonna surprise Groudon a little bit. And Groudon goes down to the Earthquake, which is quite fine with me. So they never revealed their last Pokemon. The Harsh Sunlight Fades. I actually sent out Greninja here, and funny Greninja. It's kind of it's either a troll Greninja or they just didn't just put bubble on it. I don't know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was trolly, but I actually went for the Meteor Mash here. I didn't know what type. I actually thought they were gonna use like Dark Pulse or something. That's why I did that. It does over half, and it's not even resisted. That's how powerful Metagross is. But they're just gonna use bubble. I find it so funny. I'm gonna end off the bout here with another Meteor Mash, and that was a good battle. Funny at the end, of course. It's kind of a funny battle. But yeah, that's the end. The critical hit didn't really matter. Either, and if it did, I would have used Bullet Punch. So yeah.
Thanks for watching. If you like what you see, leave a like, follow me on Twitter, and if you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. You won't regret it.